The Tomorrow People podcast is recorded on the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
First Nations people have been sharing stories and wisdom for tens of thousands of years, and we hope to honour that tradition on this show.
We'd love to give a massive shout out to all the First Nations people listening.
This was and always will be Aboriginal land.
Just a heads up that this episode may include themes that some may find confronting, so please take care when listening.
Tomorrow People Podcast.
Hi, I'm Tom.
And I'm Paige, and today's guest is Rob Mills, singer, actor, presenter and author, who first burst onto our screens in the very first season of Australian Idol. Since then, Rob has carved out a dynamic career in musical theatre, television and in advocacy with a focus in men's mental health and the masculinity space. Welcome.
Hi guys, how are you? It's good to be here.
It's great to have you here.
We were talking before about your latest musical foray as Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah, Rob Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Rob Bon Jovi.
It's so funny. It sort of started as this idea last year. It was 40 years of Bon Jovi, and there's a documentary that was coming out and talking about how John probably won't be doing this world tour that they were meant to do because he's lost his voice.
Has he? I didn't know that.
Over 40 years of singing those songs at that level,
Yeah.
those rock songs, it's just damaged his voice to a
Wow.
yeah. So he's getting all this surgery. He's getting all this. So yeah, it's improving slowly, but we knew that last year that they wouldn't be touring. So we thought, well, why don't we just do like a little tour?
Oh, so good.
Also, it was 20 years of my album as well, so we chucked in a few of my songs as well, and it went really well. So we're back at it, doing it again this year.
Love it.
Yeah, and it's
really?
Nice just not to do 8 shows a week at the moment. So it's nice.
8 shows. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I
a
was
lot.
saying to Paige, did you go method for it?
No.
Did you have to
The leather
get
jacket
out
and
to the
hair.
gym or do the hair? Or...
The hair is
Just that
like the
smashing
hair
up
is
her
actually
toes.
growing. Georgie's like, my partner's like, can you please get a haircut? I am, growing the hair out at the moment, but no, I haven't gone the full perm, nor have I haven't got any leather pants, but the pants are pretty tight that I wear on the show, yeah.
They're just subconsciously merging.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit, but we didn't want it to make it a full-blown tribute
Parody.
show.
Yeah.
It is me and the band singing the songs as best we can to the original, just to make sure that, I don't know, we just wanted people to have a good time.
Yeah, they're such classics. Like they're such like you go to the pub and that's a song everyone's singing to.
Yeah.
It's always those ones. What's your favourite to sing?
I really love In These Arms.
Yeah.
It's like a rock ballad kind of thing.
Yeah.
But always goes down very well, of course,
Yeah.
speaking of ballads. Bad Medicine is great. And of
Bad
course,
Medicine,
finishing the show with Living on a Prayer.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, I got to work with Max Martin on Anne Juliet the musical a few years ago, and he actually wrote It's My Life
Mm.
for Bon Jovi, which was
Wow.
in Anne Juliet. So there's a bit of a synergy there, a bit of a connection.
Yeah, right.
Which I really like the fact
Yeah.
that I got to meet Max. Anyway, Max is like the greatest pop writer of all time.
Wow. And in a similar vein, so Bon Jovi, obviously, when I was growing up, massive heartthrob. I was listening to a podcast recently and there was a lot of talk about you actually and how much you are also a heartthrob. And I was curious, how does it feel to be
Me?
a heartthrob of Australia?
I always find it weird. Any kind of like general praise in my direction is always kind of weird. I think that's a pretty Australian thing to be like, oh no, I'm not that good. Heartthrob feels weird. I think when I did Idol, when I was 21, wearing a shell necklace and a t-shirt over a shirt. That's
back, isn't
all
it?
the rage.
The shell necklace is back. You
Is
could
it back?
It's back.
You can pull it back out.
I feel like you and Tom could really pull it off.
We all had them. Tom, you definitely had one.
Tom
And not a
definitely
chance.
had one. Tom also definitely had
Did you have the
frosted
eyebrow-
tips.
Did you get the eyebrow
I
ring?
had an eyebrow ring.
Eyebrow ring, frosted
Yeah.
tips.
Frosted
Yeah.
tips.
That's a
Was
full
that-
bingo.
Was Idol was Idol frosted tips for you?
I had the frosted tips throughout my teenage years. I think
What a
on Idol, I
time.
think I had dark hair, but then
Mhm.
as soon as like the show finished, I went back to putting the blonde back in, getting the eyebrow ring. The eyebrow ring came the day after we finished the tour. So we toured the country at all the arenas, and then I was down at St Kilda Festival and had a few drinks. We're celebrating, and this guy goes, "Millsy, I've just opened a tattoo and piercing place next door. Do you want to come in? I was like, yeah. He goes, I go, when? He goes, now, let's go now. I was like, so there is video of it, I think on YouTube somewhere where I'm getting my eyebrow pierced.
Oh my God.
Just don't look at my
And a
eyeballs.
bonus tat.
Wow.
No
yeah.
tattoo. The tattoo didn't come till last year.
Okay.
My very first one.
What'd you get?
Georgie and I got matching tattoos. It's a seesaw. Can I show you?
Yeah, please.
It's can't get over my giant guns here. Is it? Can you see it?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's a little seesaw
Mm.
as a little reminder of the seesaw of life that Georgie and I, we talked about this very early on. We started dating about the person that needs to lead, another person who needs to follow.
Mhm.
The when one person is in the air flailing,
Mhm.
like with life, the other person is on the ground and got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that changes, but you both can't be flailing at the same time.
No.
One of you has to decide
Yeah.
who's doing what.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're both flailing, but like
Definitely.
you honestly just have to have that chat about,
No, it's
well,
very hard.
you suck more than me at the moment, so I can hold it.
Suck is worse.
Yeah, exactly, basically.
Yeah.
And also a reminder that seesaws are fun. Like just don't lose that inner child. Like jump and have fun with your, with your mate, with your partner. So Georgie's got a matching one on her right arm, which is the other side.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was pretty cute.
And the heart in the middle.
And the heart in the middle, just
Yeah.
little reminder of the,
Yeah.
that's
love
the thing that connects us. Yeah.
That's
So
so
good.
beautiful. Not names on your fingers. Slightly different approach.
no.
Yeah. To a tattoo.
I think the next one is going to be a quill to represent the book finishing when I wrote the book, but I've just been too scared to get another tattoo. And then also it represents playing Shakespeare in and Juliet as well, which is like the best sort of musical that I ever did.
Yeah, I'm spewing. I missed that one.
It was very good. All of, equality,
know.
diversity, like telling stories through song and dance. And yeah, it was the best.
amazing. Well, we're already getting to know a whole lot about you, but
Heartthrob, obviously.
apart from this, there's much to heartthrob. May just start making that just the only thing you call yourself, just heartthrob. But obviously, there's so much more to who you are than just all the incredible things that you've done. So we do something a little bit different here, where we've obviously introed who you are, but we would love for you to intro yourself, but a bit of a non-bio intro. So you've had this incredible career, you've done all these amazing things. Lots of people know about that, but who are you beyond that?
I'm the youngest of three, so a little brother. I am a son of divorced parents. So my dad has now remarried. My mum remarried and now has a new partner. I am a fiance. I am a lover of stories. I'm a lover of music. I want to be football player still. Like I still wear my full-blown Hawks gear almost every time I go to the gym. Georgie calls it a nick. I still call it like I'm a chance for being recruited.
Just in case anyone's at the
Just in
gym.
case, just in case.
You never know.
Tammy Mitchell, if you're watching. Love my Hawks, love my footy, I think there's something about that, even with footy, there's always the stories that go with that, the storytelling of beginning at the start of the season to the end of the season. Everyone's got a journey to get to. I love people. I'm pretty extroverted, so I get a lot of energy from other people. If I'm sitting at home, I remember a few years ago doing The Masked Singer and you couldn't talk to anyone backstage. It was literally you're sworn to secrecy. No one can even hear your voice. The only time that you spoke or opened your mouth was when you were singing.
Wow.
And I found it really difficult because I was just sapped of energy because I was not being able to consume any energy. Like it was very hard.
Yeah.
It was good to realize just how extroverted I am. I'm a crier. I love to cry. I love to like release the pressure valve. I love movies. I love going to concerts. I love storytelling through music and dance. I find that really powerful. What else do I like? I like helping. I think that's one of the things I've always loved. One of my first jobs was babysitting. So I've always loved kids. No kids yet. George and I were talking about it. But yeah, I've always loved helping. So I teach kids like workshops in musical theatre and performance, and I love it. I find it. Yeah, I feel like it's a real skill set that I have. What else? Is that all right? Is that enough?
That's
Is that all right?
perfect.
Yeah, I think that's it. I like to laugh. I like to make bad jokes. I like things fun, but I also don't mind dipping into deeper conversations as well. Yeah.
Amazing. What's one ick that you have?
One ick. Oh, manners. Lack of manners. Yeah. Like any kind of, like I'll give you an example of just people that will come up to me and go, we should get a photo. I go, hi, I'm Rob. Like just let's start with the basics.
Yeah, that would be so weird.
It is, that's a nick of mine is just, any kind of like lack of manners or just like human to human.
Yeah.
If you're asking like someone just to do a favor, like, oh, we can't do that. That's not our policy here. I'm like, yeah, but this is a human to human favor. I'm not asking
Decency.
too much. Decency, human decency, manners. I don't tolerate rudeness. Incompetence, I will cop.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know.
Yeah.
People sometimes they just don't know.
Yeah.
But like rudeness, I can't handle.
Yeah. You kind of shared it there in your intro, but we see you as a tomorrow person, a tomorrow man.
Oh, that's good.
One of the things that we talk about with a tomorrow man or tomorrow person is playing with range. And as you like just shared there, the range of like to have fun, like to banter, bad jokes and all of that kind of stuff, but just as comfortable getting into the depth and getting into the tears. And I think the other thing, like you spoke about, like footy, into your footy, and being a bit of an Aussie bloke in some ways, but then also having the dance and having the singing and the love of story and generous heart. We really see you as someone that has those tomorrow people traits for sure.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I think it's just something that I realized over the journey, over the years, like the things that resonate with me, like to not shy away from them.
Yeah.
I think for a lot of people, they shy away from the crying or whatever, or from having real chats because societally it hasn't been a thing that we do, or we haven't seen it. We just haven't seen it actioned.
Yeah.
Totally.
I was watching like Raiders of the Lost Ark last night with Georgie, just a random movie.
Yeah.
And the actual, like, he doesn't say much the whole movie.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And the lead female in the movie, they for some reason she gets dressed up in these like
And it's so weird.
silky dresses.
It's
like
so weird.
It's like, what is
The Jabba the Hutt scene where she's like there's so many weird scenes with her.
Yeah, it's just it's really it's just really odd. It's really odd to me. That's what we were watching for so many years. This is the perception.
Yeah.
Even Georgie was like, why would she do that? I go, I don't know.
Hasn't aged well.
It hasn't
Yeah.
well, it just has aged, I think.
Yeah.
It's just aged, and then we realized, we're so different now
We have
as
progressed.
women and as men, and like
Yeah.
women know what they want.
Yeah.
Men are getting better at asking for what they want,
Yeah.
or knowing that no, that's a bit wrong.
Yes.
Has your comfort with the tears come along with you, or has it always been ingrained? Like you're always comfortable with playing with range in that way?
I think I was always a crier as a young age. I remember Mum saying to me, "Go and have a cry, and you'll feel better." She never said, "Do you feel better afterwards?" She always said, "You feel better, don't you?"
Yeah.
That's psychological.
It is.
That's
Presupposed.
Yeah,
It's
I was like,
You feel better, right?
yeah, I do feel better. God damn it. I can't wait to use that on my
So.
kids.
Yeah.
But I think that, why I don't understand why that stops as a kid. Because really, I did feel better.
Yeah.
It was something that I was emotional about. I couldn't control my emotions in that moment. So I was upset about something, went and cried, had a nap, woke up, feel fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why we don't do that now as adults. I mean, look, there's a time and a place for your tears. I think if you're in a meeting and it doesn't go your way, I don't think it's the right time to cry.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at crying in
Yeah.
meetings.
But like
In
you go home,
cafes.
you might go home to your partner
No,
or
definitely.
call a mate and go, I felt that really hard today. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think there's a time and a place for it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's interesting that it's beautiful that your mum gave you that tool and made it okay. it's also really interesting that when you were describing who you are, you said, I love crying, I use that as a release.
Yeah.
And so it's obviously something that she's really instilled in you.
Yeah,
That's such a beautiful gift in a way because obviously, as we know, so many boys particularly, and our generation girls too, really, you were told not to cry or to hide that away. So like
or to grow out of it.
Or to grow out of it. Yeah, so it's so lovely that she kind of, even though she might not have like fully wrapped it at the end or, you know, but that she was able to just say, just go and cry. You'll feel better. It's good for you. You'll feel
it's good
about
just,
it. Like,
just release it. I remember I talked to Georgie about this when we first started dating about crying. She was like, oh, I shouldn't cry. I was like, what? What do you mean you shouldn't? Just go for it. And then like, I think there was a time at work, I think she was crying at work. I was like, oh, that's not the time. She's like, hang on, well, what is it? I go, no, well,
you've opened me up and now you're saying no.
Yeah. It's like there are the right moments. Yeah, there are the moments that you can, or there's people that you can share that stuff with, or but at the same time, you should definitely be able to release that thing. I think, and if it's happening a lot though, it's probably a good time to check in with a mate or a professional to work out why that's happening so much.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's, I think for young kids, they're just overstimulated.
Yeah, completely.
Overly emotional. I don't know how to control this. Maybe it's I haven't got the right tools yet. I haven't got the toolkit set up. Or my brain's not developed enough yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Georgie's brain is developed. She's very smart. She's very smart.
Don't worry, Georgie. Your brain's developed yet.
Well, I think it's that idea, like you're talking about, some people learn their way out of it and they're like, I haven't cried in years. I don't even know how if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And like you're talking about like having the access so that when the moment does arrive and you're like, I don't need to do the job or be the person or hold my half of the seesaw.
Yeah, it's also like knowing that you can ask to be held. I remember that was part of the seesaw moment with Georgie. It was like, sometimes I need you to be the big spoon or, you know, to hold me. I think for a lot of blokes out there, I think they feel the need to be the strong one in the relationship, which I think will inherently happen. Just physical size, like I'm generally speaking here, but like, I don't know, 80-20, like of the whatever that is, of holding space or being this stoic person. But like, if you don't break as well, you need your partner to hold you in those moments, or else you feel like you can never break.
Yeah.
That is so exhausting to like think that you can be you can never break. I have to always be the strong one.
Yeah.
That would be that's I think for a lot of like that's the
unsustainable.
Yeah, unsustainable. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a reality for a lot of men, isn't it?
Yeah. We've on this topic, I guess, of opening up at will. We've got a little challenge for you.
Okay.
So
you want me to cry? Fuck all right.
It's unfair. You're an actor. You can just
just switch it on. So it's a pretty simple question. How are you? And you would have experienced this recently at an event that you showed up for us with.
Yeah.
But how are you? And then 90 seconds answering the question without us interjecting or interrupting.
Okay.
So we won't ask any follow-up questions or add our own pieces.
I love this, by the way, at the on the night. I thought it was a really wonderful thing to watch myself outside myself.
Yeah.
And then to hear other people talk about how difficult they found this exercise, even just in the listening.
Yeah.
But I'll start with this. At the moment,
I'm going to keep your time.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
Make sure that.
But yeah, I loved it.
We'll let you know when to stop, but otherwise, just you go.
Just get going.
So we ran this at the Solid Blokes event. 270 guys doing the exercise.
Yeah.
How are you?
At the moment, I'm recovering from a hangover from my birthday. But I would say, as far as my mindset, amazing. Have an incredibly loving partner. I'm super excited about where I'm off to today. I've just joined the board of the Australian Children's Music Foundation. I got my very first meeting tonight where I get to go and basically pitch ideas for how we incorporate music into schools that have had their music funding cut and how we can get a bit more eyes on. We'll talk about this later on. My cup is full with the amount of birthday messages and from everyone over the weekend. Birthdays for me have always felt very difficult's not the right word. I've just found it a bit awkward because, I mean, considering my life is I'm the one on stage, people looking at me. I actually don't like that at all. So there's a lot of pressure. Who are my friends? Do I have a birthday party? Like if I invite people, will they come? Who shall I invite? Do I like them that much? Like all of those things.
Yeah.
Have I not reached out enough throughout the year and now they're getting a birthday invite? I think that's weird. So I always find birthdays quite weird. However, this year, for some reason, just happened. I caught up with a couple of really close mates in the lead up to my birthday, and we just went for a walk for an hour to 2 hours, having a coffee. And I found that the best birthday week I've ever had because it was instead of like the pressure of having to have these big chats on one actual day. When you don't really, it's like at a wedding, I imagine. You just don't even like, oh, thanks for coming. Thank you for coming.
Yes.
You don't really have a proper interaction. This week has been great. I had some really great chats with people I hadn't seen in ages or I was dying to catch up with. Got to say some home truths that I was probably had to get off my chest. Not because, it's my birthday, but just because we haven't seen each other. So that was really, really wonderful. It's probably the best birthday week I've had. Spent the day with Georgie and then we went and saw a musical. And then, as I said, I had a bit of a blowout, which is very rare for me these days. Usually it's like a 2 to 4 drink, like that's the absolute max. But usually I think what would happen maybe years prior to this, there'd be a bit of a downward spiral of like, I don't know who I am, what am I doing with my life? That doesn't really happen anymore. Like, I've got very good sense of self. I've got good friends around me. Like, I mean, obviously there's a lot of birthday love that was coming in over the weekend, so that helps. But I'm really good. I'm really excited about the week ahead. I've got some gigs and I'm really looking forward to these meetings.
No.
Amazing.
How's that, my 90 seconds?
You blitzed it.
Right on 90 seconds.
Okay, great.
No, well over.
Oh, well over.
Oh,
I
right.
did think, I was like, that's quite a
That
long
was me.
90
I didn't have a
seconds.
90-second timer, so I just went 2 minutes. So you hit
2
the 2
minutes.
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know you that well.
But you talk about yourself a lot, Rob. Is
No.
that-
God, you're on a podcast talking about yourself weird. No, but you can feel the energy flowing out of you. Your eyes are like bing and like just glowing. It's just so lovely to have someone sit there and, share for 2 minutes. Such amazing stuff that you feel so good and that your life is feeling great and that you've got all these amazing things on because, so often when you ask that question and you give people that space, often people kind of more drop into actually things can be tough or hard or, and it's just really lovely to sit across from someone that you can feel it, like you can feel the joy coming off you about what is.
Yeah, I want to be a part of
I know.
your day and
Well-
come to these meetings.
But if you asked me 2 weeks ago, though, I would probably have a
100%.
Sure.
completely different answer. Like I
Yeah.
was proper sad. I think I mentioned it on the night at the workshop that I had been feeling quite down, and then Georgie just rang our psych, and she was like,
Yeah.
"We need to book in for next week,"
Yeah.
and it was brilliant
So good.
to have a partner who like just gets it.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why are you niggling me the whole time? I'm going through a lot right now. This is not helpful."
Yeah.
And then once we had that chat
Yeah.
with sometimes, you cannot have those conversations by yourself.
No.
I think it's some conversations you can, but like, I don't know, I needed a bit of help.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think having a therapist a therapist that you can call on in those moments is like, we both have that as well and we do that for each other. It's like life-changing.
Yeah.
Just have someone to like help navigate and
Yeah.
it's so powerful. It feels like crazy, but actually you do. You can't work it out on your own all of the time. And
Yeah,
to make
or
sense
you
of
come at it
things
from a really combative position,
Yeah.
but for some reason when there's someone else there, you feel like maybe someone else is on your side or
Yeah.
having a neutral ground somehow feels,
Yeah.
and I mean that like, I don't mean that like literally like you're in a different space. We just do ours on a Zoom. So
Yes, yeah.
we're still in the same house.
Yeah.
But you're like having someone to, I don't know, maybe back you up or I haven't really thought about it too deeply actually. I just know that it works.
Yeah.
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 It was interesting. Like you were talking about your extroversion.
Yeah.
And then saying that you almost kind of got more energy out of the intimate one-on-one conversations that you're having with mates.
Yeah.
It was kind of interesting. Yeah. Rather than the big party and who should I invite and the anxiety that sometimes goes.
It's a conundrum,
with
mate. It's a conundrum back here. But yeah, I think that happens in I think my cup is filled by like having those deep and meaningful chats with mates. I think that's what it was as well.
Yeah.
I still love the banter and the party. That is excellent.
Yeah.
Which drains your cup for the next couple of days. My mate likes to call it borrowing some happiness.
Oh, yeah.
I've borrowed some happiness.
Yeah. That's such a good way of
That is.
thinking
Yeah, how much
about
happiness
it.
do you borrow with this alcohol?
Yeah.
Bit to pay back.
Yeah. But yeah, those chats, those real chats where you get to say, "Oh, I've been having a tough time with Georgie," or "I've been having a tough time with trying to work out this house stuff," or the mortgage, the stresses of life, all that stuff. Just saying it out loud with a mate, sharing that stuff is like, oh, okay,
yeah,
they get it as well, and you get to hear some of their stuff, and it's really wonderful.
Yeah.
I think that also fills my cup.
Yeah. Also, just the existential crisis of organising anything for your birthday. It's a thing.
That's hell.
It's how I feel like.
Hence why we're still engaged and we have not organised a wedding at all.
Yeah, right. I will say, will be best day of your life. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we kind of want to move to a different kind of question, really, kind of to learn a little bit more about you. So as Tom mentioned, we really see you as a tomorrow person or a tomorrow man. You've obviously achieved so much in your life, but no doubt there's been moments that have happened that have shaped the person that you are today. And so we'd just love to hear from you, like, what are one of those life-defining moments that have kind of brought you to where you are today?
I think going on a national TV show when you were 21 and having very low emotional intelligence was probably one of the biggest moments where everyone can have an idea of who you are as a person. And then because you don't know, you're like, yeah, I am that guy. Like, I think that's quite life-defining. The moment that was probably the defining meaning my life continued was like a slight hiccup in like just complete and utter emotional anxiety and sadness of like, I don't know who I am, where am I going with my life, and I've told the story a few times. Thankfully, I did not take my own life. The night where I ran to the hotel and slammed the door shut on the 36th floor, I think it was. But it still resonates with me. When I was at the hotel, I did a gig there a few months ago, and I said to Georgie, I'm like, I haven't been back to this hotel in 20 something years. And I looked up at it at the balcony, and I had my whole body just started flooding with emotions and tears. It's like, oh, what's happening now? And like all I could think about was like, oh, how proud I am of myself that I, obviously I didn't throw myself off the balcony that night because I was having an anxiety attack. But all the things that I've got to do, all the people I've got to meet, all the cool things I've got to do with my life, that's probably the most like defining thing. I think, and then it's probably just finding out what it is I wanted to do with my life. Like I was sort of definitely dancing through life, if I steal a line from Wicked, until I found musical theatre. I found these people that worked hard, partied hard, and I loved partying hard. I just needed the work hard ethic.
Yeah.
And that was a real defining moment, going overseas, seeing musicals and going, oh, I think that's something I can do. Like I sing on stage all the time. It's always been in me to tell the story in the songs, even if they're just pub songs, whatever. And working really hard when I came back from overseas, telling my agent that I will work hard, I will get this role. Can you help me? So acting lessons, singing lessons, dance classes. And I just worked really, really hard to get into this, into Wicked. So like 2 years of like training, just like by myself, spending the money on myself as well, instead of like continuing the path of like back to gigs and like drinking and whatever. I was like, no, I want to learn. I want to grow. So I think that was pretty life defining, was getting into a show, learning that discipline, and then finding out, oh, I'm actually really good at this. I really like it. And then from that moment, I've done like, 6 or 7 big musicals. I've had a great career. I think that's probably those two moments of like, of like sliding doors, I suppose.
Yeah.
What could have been or what I could have done.
Yeah.
When you started that, you were kind of talking about getting that projection from other people about who you are and kind of going, oh, okay, if that's what I am, then yeah, okay, great, I'll go with that. Who do you think you were before Idol, and then what were people projecting at you?
I think I was just I think I just didn't know what was important. Like I'd worked I thought that like just having money or saving money. So I was like singing in a pub, which I knew that I liked doing. And I was also working in a factory because I knew that I had to have a job.
Yeah.
You just save money and you get a house and then, I don't know, I feel like your life is okay after that.
Sure. Yeah.
It's not.
No.
And I think I also I'd missed out on a few years of like partying maybe, you know, like people go to university and it's not just partying, but like you connect with people through those parties or through those moments. I worked every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So those, just because I was like, oh, I'm working in pubs, I'm singing, doing the thing that I love.
Yeah.
But I think I was lost throughout that whole time. I didn't quite know who my friends were, who my tribe was. The friends I'd left at high school, I just didn't really connect with anymore. I didn't quite know who I was.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And the perception I think from the public was, oh, he's this party boy who just likes to go out and party and have a good time. I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. Because I never got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because while you were all partying, I was the guy singing.
Sure.
Yeah. Still having a good time, but
Yeah.
then I'd pack up the car and drive home and
How did you, because you're still so young too. So you said you were 21, is that right? How did you kind of start to work out who you were through that time, whilst also, as you mentioned, like obviously having a really significant moment where you considered taking your own life? Like, how did you kind of find yourself to now be who you are? Like, what were the things or people or moments that kind of…
I think writing the album, like I got a record deal off the back of Idol and just writing some songs that I'd never felt brave enough to do that. So that was good. That was quite cathartic. I had a really good manager who was quite nurturing. So almost like a mother-like figure. I talked about this at the workshop the other day. Like, I think there's a weird thing that happened when you become, I hate the word, but famous. I don't think my parents or my brothers or my family knew how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Or not that we had the conversation around it. Like, how do you feel about this? Like, not that I ever remember ever having those conversations, but I think that's what I really wished had happened. Because I'm like, just to actually process what the hell was going on.
Sure.
It doesn't need to be like catch-ups every week, but like, I think just those, how do you actually feel about it? I was like, I don't think I knew. It was just all just happening all at once.
Yeah.
So I missed the question.
And they probably didn't have a map for it either. Like, Yeah,
exactly. They didn't have they didn't have a map. Or so nor do I have any mentors that could help me in that. So I think having Wendy, who had been in the industry for many years, was really helpful.
Yeah.
Yet I think the same time over the years, I realized, I'm not actually growing as a person. There was, she was keeping me as this child, just protecting.
Yeah.
Which is no fault of her own. It was amazing, but I just didn't grow.
Yeah.
I think there was a moment. I was nearly probably 30 by the time, and I was like, I need to like leave the nest, which is quite late. You think of it like to emotionally leave the nest. I knew there was something that I needed to do. I think we probably met Tommy properly around, maybe a few years before that, maybe.
Yeah.
Where I was starting to like grasp onto ideas of like betterment, empowerment, and…
Well, it was interesting. I had forgotten it, but we were first put in touch when you were hosting Young Talent Time.
Yeah.
And you were reaching out for a bunch of young people that were going through what you had gone through.
Yeah.
And you were like, their whole life has just changed overnight, and there's nothing in the show or that the network is doing to support them through this.
Yeah.
And so can you come in and run some sessions so that they can help understand the hero's journey that they're on, and particularly if they end up not on the show anymore?
Yeah.
Like, what do they do? How do they,
How do they reconcile with the thing that, I think that was the thing. I realized, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
And I think it's super important to, and these are kids way younger than me. I think some of the kids were 11.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like they were real babies.
Yeah.
They need just some kind of foundation or some sort of footing, or at least just a story to understand that that they could actually hold on to.
Yeah.
That their lives had changed so much that everyone else's hadn't.
Yeah.
So I'm really thankful for that. I thought that was a really wonderful workshop with the kids. And I got so much out of it. I even said to the parents, I'm like, you don't mind if I do this with the kids? They're like, yeah. I was trying to do as much of that stuff with the kids to make sure that they were all okay.
Supported, yeah.
Just because I realized, I wasn't okay at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember a moment, to Paige's question, of where it did click for you, where you realized, I know who I am now. I'm spreading my wings, going after what I want? It sounded like the musical stuff.
Yeah, I think it was the musical. Yeah, I think it was getting into Wicked and finding that character of Fiero. And I realized like his story arc throughout the 2.5 hours was trying to work out what he truly believed in. He's a guy who was dancing through life, literally, metaphorically. And I was like, that's me. I'm dancing through life. And then he finds love or finds Elphaba. Like there's real meaning in what all the things that she's doing with the world. She's standing up for the things that she believes in. He's like, I should stand up for things that I should stand up for things I believe in. So I got to live out my own hero's journey for 2 years, 8 times a week.
Wow.
It was so empowering.
Yeah,
like
wow.
every night I'm like, I get to go back to being the idiot, and then like, learning, and then I leave going, hey, we've all learned something.
Yeah.
You know, I still so thankful for that, and I think that's good casting instead of finding someone who's acting that out, like someone who's actually living that out, like, which I was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so glad that was definitely a turning point. I think for my life, like real belief in myself. As I said before, learning the discipline of doing eight shows a week is really,
it's so insane.
yeah. But when you love that thing that you do,
Yeah.
that's when I'm working with kids. I call them kids. Because I'm 43 now, but like younger people who are coming through,
Yeah.
like in their 20s, and they're like, I'm tired. I don't know if I can do the show. I'm like, this is the thing that you wanted to do when you were a kid.
Yeah.
This is the thing that
This is the dream.
this is it. You live in it. There is no, also it's someone in the audience is the very first time that they're going to see this show. They want to see you.
Yeah.
They want to see the people who are cast
Yeah.
in the show. Like life is hard, but like we're singing and dancing. Like we're telling a story, and I understand you need those days. If you need a day,
Oh, sure.
Oh, of course.
take a day. But sometimes these kids are like, were you out drinking all week?
Yeah.
Like,
it's going to be hard to do 8 shows. Yeah.
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 Like, are you going to the gym outside of the work? What are the things you're doing outside of the thing to make sure you can fulfill your role as your job? It's your job.
Yeah.
I'm just going on a tangent.
No. It's great. I guess it kind of feeds into our next question. Like, you've had all this rich life experience, and then you are looking at people coming up behind you. Like, what are the things that you believe make up a tomorrow person? Like, give you those kind of qualities to kind of keep stretching yourself in life. And
there's a person who I've done a few shows with. Their name is Blake. Blake said this to me. Must have been last year before. We don't call people out anymore. We call them in.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that is an absolute gem, Blake.
Yeah.
So you're not afraid of you're not telling someone off.
Yeah.
You're calling them in. Hey, mate. So when you do that, this is how I feel, or this is probably the consequences of when you behave that way. I think we really struggle with conflict. So I think a tomorrow person is better at resolving things within oneself before taking action, whether it's to resolve a conflict with someone else or whether it's just to action something themselves. A tomorrow person doesn't have a knee-jerk reaction. I think a tomorrow person will go back and reflect, maybe do some journaling or talk to a friend about it before coming to a full-blown decision on what to do. I think a tomorrow person will always see what the other person is seeing, or at least attempt to hearing or seeing where the other person's coming from. Maybe they've had a bad day, maybe things are going on in their life, you don't know. Tomorrow person creates space for conversation, for conflict resolution, I think a tomorrow person also has resilience. Like when things are hard, not like it's too hard. Like is realizing that things are hard and it's okay. But also you're not alone in the thing. A lot of the times I think we feel like we're all just doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
But if we all just go, no, we're all doing it together. So let's all try and do that thing together, whether it's just turn up, for your 5 shifts a week or your 8 shows a week. I think that goes a long way. I think a tomorrow person is kind to themselves and kind to others. I think is that it? They're pretty. Yeah, like.
They're incredible traits.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing, I guess, tomorrow person has the toolkit to live a full life. And those things that you're talking about take you to that outcome. Can you think of anyone that you just feel in your life just epitomizes a tomorrow person?
There's a couple. My friend Bert Labonte and his wife Amanda, they're just great human beings. They've raised 2 boys. They, I think, epitomise what a good, strong couple is. So it's good to see that. They both work in the arts and it's difficult at times who is doing the thing, who's not doing the thing, the seesaw of their life. But also to see their boys, like incredible. I think my brother and his wife also reflect a very good relationship, a good couple of like working through things with their kids. I would say you guys definitely tomorrow people. You're bloody amazing.
We paid him for that. But
Yeah. Checks in the mail.
Yeah.
It's weird. I've never maybe because I never saw it as a kid. I never saw like mentors. I never saw my parents talk about, but I know how important they are. Or idols or whatever. I've never really loved celebrity. I've never really looked up to anyone.
Yeah.
But also I've relied on people, or it's weird. I think it's because I never saw it as a kid. So I always find it not weird, but I just find it hard to connect to another person.
Yeah.
But when I see it, I just
know it.
Yeah, you just know it.
Yeah.
It feels. I think it just feels authentic.
Yeah.
There's something. Yeah, there's something about authenticity just really resonates. You can see it on TV. You can hear it in someone's song when they're singing it. You can see it. You genuinely see it through the people's eyes.
Yeah.
I think there's one thing we're probably missing these days: the amount of interaction we have through email or text or whatever. At least through the phone, you can still hear the tone.
Yeah.
But eyes, the face, it doesn't lie. It really look at you guys now. It's a really, it's the best.
It is.
We're kind of losing those muscles.
Yeah. How do you think people connect more to their authenticity?
I think they try and work out how they feel about things. I talked to my brothers years ago about this, getting the kids into acting classes. Not to become actors, there's not enough jobs. AI's coming for everybody. No, you have to, when you read a script, how does the character feel about this scene? What am I trying to convey in this scene? How am I trying to affect this person? How am I? What message do I need to get across? And how do I get to do it? And then how do they feel about this? How do I feel about this? It's amazing putting yourself into a character's shoes will then make you actually realize how you feel about something.
Yeah.
Because acting is just reacting. It's just being authentically, how would that person react? All right, I'll just do that. I think it's really important that people do some form of drama, even if it's just one unit at high school, just to learn how to be on their feet and learn lines and to feel. I think that's one way. I think the 90-second thing is a really surefire way to understand someone.
Yeah.
If you just sit and listen to someone for that 90 seconds, you're going to get there.
Yeah.
There's only so long you can talk until, all right, where's the real, like, the people are like, and even if they're like, I don't know what to say, there you go, that's you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the bit.
Yeah.
Find yourself in the space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a really easy way to try and get people to be authentic is just listen.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
It's kind of what you're talking about, like we're so in the devices and all of the things and you're not there with people's eyes, and the 90 seconds or being face to face and looking someone in the eye takes away all the distraction, you know, so you get seen.
Yeah, you can't hide.
Also, we love that.
Yeah.
We love to be seen. We love to be heard. We love to be noticed. We love to feel like we're connected to something or to someone. Yeah.
Just last question from me. You've shared so much today and like a lot of wisdom throughout it. For people listening that, you know, they just want to take one small step to, whether that's to, you know, live a fuller life or be more authentic or have, you know, call people in or whatever that is for people to get closer to creating their tomorrow. What's one kind of really simple step that you feel like has helped your life that you would go, try this?
Or can I give two?
No.
Okay. Journal. Just write for 10 minutes. Just in the morning. First thing you do. No devices, no anything. Just wake up in the morning and write for 10 minutes. Set a timer. If it's 5 minutes, just make it 5.
Yeah.
But just go until the timer's done. I guarantee whatever's in your head, like you've released it into the world or into your journal or ether, you'll feel so much better. And write it actually with your hand. Don't type it with your thumbs.
Yeah.
Actually write it out. You can use a tablet if you want, but pen, paper, whatever. That will help you, whatever's going on in your head, just to get it out at least. And just do stream of consciousness. You don't think about anything. No topic, no nothing. Bloody Rob made me start writing this thing. Now here I am. Fuck that, Rob Mills. You know, like, oh, he's a heartthrob. I don't know, whatever comes to mind. And then if you can't get all the answers that you need from talking to a friend or a parent, or you feel like it's too hard to have those conversations, professional help. Like, they're the best.
Yeah.
They study it. That's their job. They actually know how to get you to be just you and make you feel good. And if you leave the session feeling anything other than better with your life, don't go back. Like, find one that makes you feel like you've shared something, that you've got something off your chest, and also possibly giving you the tools in order to have the conversation with your partner or, you know, a friend or I think that's really important. A good psych is like a good physio or a good personal trainer or hairdresser. You're not going to go back if you get a shit haircut.
No.
So yeah, those two things. When in doubt, just write it out.
Yeah.
And also, my stepdad many years ago said this to me: if it is to be, it is up to me. It's a really, like, do the thing, make the thing.
Yeah.
Like, no one else is going to make it for you. No one's going to change your life. You got to take the first step.
Yeah.
You need to tribe after, but like, you need to do the thing.
Yeah. I think a word that comes to mind for me with you is generous. Like, you are just so generous. Here in the moment with yourself, with your energy, as Paige was talking about, sharing your story, but also over time. You spoke about role models, like you can't be what you can't see. And it's hard when you're not seeing people go before you and you didn't have that going into fame and going into, you know, the mind melt that is that world. And I feel like you have kind of laid breadcrumbs for others to try and work their way through that, both literally in helping young talent to kind of get that space, but also I feel like in everything you do, whether it's writing the book, podcasts. I was scrolling the other day and I saw you on a podcast and you were deep in tears, and I was and you were holding them so well. And I was like, what a great thing for people to see that haven't seen that before. And it's so generous of you to be in that moment and go, yeah, I'm just going to let them roll.
Yeah. I think, thank you. I like, there's still this thing of like adults crying. I'm like, if it's something emotional that it's something that you have dealt with or haven't dealt with, or like, it's okay to release that pressure valve. Like, if you don't, it could manifest into something horrific that happens with your body, or into like addiction, into like, oh, I'm going to choose to completely avoid this thing. So I'll gamble, drugs, alcohol, like just deal with it. Like deal with this stuff. Also, it's okay. We're all so flawed. We've all got like stuff that's happened to us.
That's it.
Yeah.
But I think it's always important to, I think for a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm not in Iran right now. I'm not in Israel. Don't compare your struggle. It's not good. It's not good to compare your struggle. Your struggle is your struggle, and that's okay. If you feel sad about something, cry.
Yeah.
If you feel happy about something,
Cry too.
sometimes.
Let the tears
But
go.
thank you. I think my thing has always been, I just want to break down the stigma of this.
Yeah.
Have a chat, but you can't have it all the time, Tommy. I mean, like, I look at you guys, like the amount of work that you do in this space, like, it is like the compassion fatigue for you guys must be exhausting. So I'm hoping like the people that do work in this space, I even said to my psych, I'm like, are you having fun? You going like, are you doing something for you that's filling up your cup again?
Yeah.
Because I think for blokes, we can probably talk about this stuff. If it's 10% of the time, it'd be great. I'd love it to be around 20 or 30%. It's probably more helpful. But yeah, it is important to have the chats, but it's also important to still have fun and have the banter and connect with your mates in other ways.
Yeah.
But if you don't have this,
then it's hard to have that.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go down, you pop back up.
There's the seesaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
The seesaw.
Yeah. You're very generous about riding the waves and letting everyone into that. So yeah, thanks for coming in today. Thanks for your time.
Mate. Thanks, Andy. Thank you, guys.
Tomorrow People Podcast. Urban Decay Site.